after the news that former This Morning presenter Judy Finnegan has distanced herself from the rapidly ailing show, which recently forced viewers to endure a car crash episode featuring disgraced Prince Andrew's former wife, Sarah Ferguson, dishing out relationship advice of all things. It has now emerged that Alison Hammond, who has become a This Morning staple, looks suspiciously eager to turn her back on the show and is showing all of the signs that she wants out. But who can blame her? Things have been going from bad to worse for the scandal hit daytime program since the exit of stalwarts Phillip, Schofield and Holly Willoughby, and its declining figures and failure to find suitable replacements have left the show in crisis. With rumors that the independent inquiry into the claims of a toxic workplace at This Morning and Phillip Schofield's alleged relationship with a young runner may be shelved, one has to wonder whether the end is nigh for the long-running program which has been on our screens for over 35 years. Perhaps it's a sign of the times. After all, how long can ITV bosses keep up the pretense that the show must go on when nobody is tuning in? Now, Alison Hammond, who was a big hit on the BBC's The Great British Bake Off, has hinted she could be stepping back from her This Morning role to pursue other dreams. The popular presenter confessed, "I love my job and I'm good at it. But I've always got plans, things I want to do next. I can't tell you how many times I've asked for my own show." Speaking to Women's Own magazine, she continued, "That's what I want, a show called Alison. It might get to the point where I just make it myself." Alison currently presents the Friday installment of This Morning alongside Dermot O'Leary. While this has been the case for some time, both presenters have taken on bigger roles on the show since Phillip Schofield and later Holly Willoughby left as the main presenters. She's also set her sights on being a Loose Women panelist. The 48-year-old appeared as a guest host between 2002 and 2004 and seems keen to join the growing panel. Alison has also starred on several reality TV shows, including I'm a Celebrity in 2010, Celebrity MasterChef in 2014 and Celebrity Fit Club. But on a recent episode of This Morning, Alison's presenting skills were put to the test after a shocking segment with Sir Cliff Richard. Alison was praised by the show's viewers for her sharp response to the living doll crooner after he made comments about Elvis Presley's weight gain when he joined the sofa to discuss his career in showbiz. Cliff confessed that he had turned down an opportunity to meet Elvis because he didn't want to be photographed next to the king of rock and roll when he was overweight. Cliff, who only eats one meal per day, began, "I got the opportunity to meet him via a journalist who knew I was heavily influenced by him. But I turned it down because I knew he had put on lots of weight and I thought, if I am having a photo with him and I have it hanging on my refrigerator, of course he's got to look good." He concluded, "And I put it off and, of course, then he died." Alison responded, "You should never have put it off just because they're a little bit heavier." Cliff then explained to the viewers, "You should take the chance to meet your idols even if they've put on weight. Is that why you don't want me at your house?" Alison hit back, before changing the topic. Fans were quick to applaud the former Big Brother star for her handling of Cliff's comments, with many taking to X to share their support. Cliff Richard was on This Morning and the only one who called him out on his body-shaming nonsense was Alison Hammond, one person wrote, before slamming the Wonderful Life star's remarks as fattest. Another unimpressed viewer agreed that Cliff's statements were unacceptable, writing, "Well done, Alison Hammond, fat shaming is not to be promoted." And a third demanded, "Who the heck does Cliff Richard think he is, not wanting a photo with Elvis because Elvis had put on weight?" Alison Hammond gave a quick response, "How very rude." Following the episode, singer Alison Moyet reacted to Cliff's rude comment after Alison Hammond put him in his place. Reacting to what she saw, Alison Moyet took to X to share her thoughts. "See, being fat can have its upsides." Other fans gushed to the comments in disgust of what Cliff had said, writing, "What a very strange thing to say, Sir Cliff. I'm adding you to my refrigerator." And it gets worse for This Morning as host Josie Gibson, who is currently in the jungle on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, has admitted to presenting ITV's This Morning, hungover multiple times, something that former duo Holly Willoughby and Phillip Schofield were widely known for, particularly their on-air antics after the National Television Awards. It's safe to say that ITV bosses won't want the stigma of hungover drunken presenters being dredged up ahead of a route around in the show's alleged toxic workplace. During Tuesday's episode, while speaking to Hollyoaks star Nick Pickard in camp, Josie admitted, "When I go on telly, I whack the makeup on. I love it, a full face of glam." Nick interjected. Sometimes you get the casualties from the night before. Josie said, one time, it weren't actually my fault. I weren't meant to be in and they asked me if I could come in. Nick then agreed. That's alright then. I always say to them, well, I'm a bit hungover, but it's alright. Josie burst into laughter and exclaimed, a bit hungover. I was absolutely bleeped. Later in the Bush Telegraph, she admitted, don't let anyone know that I was presenting this morning hungover. But I did present this morning hungover. Twice, but I wouldn't ever do it again. I've learned my lesson. Phil and Holly were known for turning up to the morning show, still dressed in their NTA gowns, straight after a night on the booze. But there wasn't a repeat of the post-night out antics this year after Holly made a swift exit with her producer husband, Dan Baldwin. Josie was apparently inspired to enter the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here jungle by former This Morning host Holly. Holly hosted I'm a Celebrity alongside Declan Donnelly in 2018 when Ant McPartlin took a year off after crashing his car while under the influence. And broadcaster Holly's time working in Australia prompted her to insist Josie should take part as a campmate. Former Big Brother winner Josie was seen heading into camp as this year's series launched on Sunday, yet rumors swirled that her former co-presenter Holly had not offered any form of support to her after she was nowhere to be found in a stream of social media messages from Josie's friends and co-workers. Josie told Hello magazine ahead of the show that Holly had said, "It's so beautiful there, Josie, you won't get over how beautiful it is." Josie added, she said that when she got there she got a bit emotional as it was just stunning. She will be rooting for me. Oh dear, when will they learn that there is only one person on Holly Willoughby's mind right now? And sorry Josie, but it's definitely not you. Yes, me, it's all about me. Holly is still holed up in her multi-million-pound home donning a pair of wellies, desperately digging around in the dirt to find the remains of her career. What she will do next is anyone's guess, but the fact that she has not yet signed the contract to co-host Dancing on Ice has set tongues wagging that she may be gone longer from our screens than was first anticipated. But there's one thing that has been bugging us. Why is Dancing on Ice waiting until the 11th hour to announce who will present the upcoming show? The promos are due out in little over a week's time. Will there be a shock announcement? At this point, we wouldn't be surprised if Stephen Mulhern and Alison Hammond glided into the rink. Or will Holly Willoughby manage to step away from the trowel and turn up to the gig in a glittering carriage just before the clock strikes 12, making an entrance that would put Cinderella to shame? Possibly, but will her appearance turn Dancing on Ice into an out-of-date pumpkin? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Please like and subscribe for more journeys through the Blinkerhole. For entertainment purposes only. Keep up to date with our latest investigations and hit the join button. If you like what we do, send us a super thanks. Official Blinkerhole merchandise is available in store.